Now for scenario 2, since LinkedIn received LinkedIn connection, the user, the prospect, I would say, receive this email campaign which has the campaign package link through which they can refer their friends, as well as this email has the buttons for Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. That means they can post your campaign content to their Facebook connections, LinkedIn connections and groups, and Twitter followers on or tweets on Twitter. Now let's go to LinkedIn, click on it, and since the user login is not required in this case because through the cache it has picked up the user, so the post for LinkedIn connection for this has appeared, and let's post this and adding some kind of a this kind of a verbiage. You can, however, for your experimentation purposes, you can add your own verbiage. This is what your prospect will be entering if they would want to post your onto their connections and or groups. And if they want to tweet it, they can tweet also, send to individuals. So whatever, this is the LinkedIn functionality. Whatever the options they pick here, they can do that, and they can just click on the share. It's not showing the groups, if you notice here, because the LinkedIn connection, when we created this account on LinkedIn, we did not create any groups for this user. So that's where it just shows you it's gonna post on the share or the which will be made available to their connections. Let's click on the share button and close the window, and let's see if it has posted onto the LinkedIn connections wall. Let's refresh this. F5 for refreshing this screen. And if you see LinkedIn connection 6 seconds ago, that's about the time we did it. This whatever LinkedIn connection posted, it appears on their wall or shared scenario, what it appears here, as well as let's go to LinkedIn friend who is connected to LinkedIn connection to see if it has propagated onto LinkedIn friend. Here we are, LinkedIn friend is existing here, and let us refresh this screen. If you notice, it's not appearing, nothing is appearing here at the moment. Now let's refresh this, which has been posted by LinkedIn connection. After we refresh, two minutes ago, LinkedIn connection posted this. LinkedIn friend has received this posting from LinkedIn connection. And like this, if LinkedIn connection is connected to very many other users, and if he had the friends, the campaign content for Market My New campaign will go like a viral. It will go everywhere to wherever LinkedIn connection would have been wanting to post this campaign. Now for LinkedIn friend, again, when they see this, they can click on Market My New campaign, and again, similar to LinkedIn connection, the squeeze page appears, and if LinkedIn friend wants to refer the friends, they need to enter their name and email address over here. So they got to be in the system first. So here LinkedIn friend enters their name and email address, also the email address. And now if we click on the submit button, Now you will see the system is actually sending this message to LinkedIn. LinkedIn friend now has been added into your account, and LinkedIn friend will now receive through the autoresponders in Officer Campaigner the same email campaign which LinkedIn Connection received. Now let's go to the Officer Campaigner, the track campaign screen. Let's refresh it, and you see LinkedIn friend has appeared, and shortly you will also see an email campaign that will be sent to via the batch processes to LinkedIn friend. Now let's go to the email for LinkedIn friend. Let's go here, and if you notice, LinkedIn friend has received an email from after they got added into the user account of Officer Training, which is a user which we are using for the video tutorials, an email campaign, the same email campaign what others have received. And incidentally, this is a Yahoo email, so the left and right, the advertising and so on and so forth, really is not us. But if you see, the LinkedIn friend has received this email, and this also includes, incidentally, the first name being the same. So that's where you see LinkedIn and LinkedIn. But here, if you see LinkedIn friend, after I clicked on the details from coming from Officer Training purposes, and then this also has the campaign package link. If LinkedIn friend wants to see what's in it, they can see, and as they navigate, they can navigate through all these pages, as well as in this email. If they click on to the Facebook or LinkedIn or the Twitter, if they have any of these accounts available, then the information gets propagated onto their accounts, similar to the way LinkedIn Connection did it. And that's how this domino effect, or the ripple effect, or the viral effect in Officer Campaigner for sending out your emails to the connections and the groups and so on and so forth works. And that's how it puts you in front of billions of your prospects by utilizing the social media, and gets the opt-in traffic, like similar to LinkedIn Connection and LinkedIn Friend, for you into your user account. And as they receive the email campaigns, the similar to LinkedIn Friend, they click on it, the campaign package link, and the pages of the campaign package in that email campaign, what they received, their actions are tracked. That way you can figure out, we just now played with the LinkedIn Friend, and the system has tracked the actions. That's how you are able to track the the actions of your contacts or the prospects. In addition to this, we also track the counts of your likes and the comments on LinkedIn and Facebook. For example, Twitter doesn't provide this information. I just clicked on the likes here, and if you wanted to just put in any comments and so on and so forth, and that same information could also be on to Facebook on the likes and so on. So as the your audience or the prospects are working with your message, they click on the likes and they click on the comments if they want to provide any. Let me show you how Officer Campaigner tracks this information for you. This is for the the tutorial purposes, so the information what you're gonna see won't be exact, but this is how the information will go into here, into Market My New campaign, and when you will actually map the cursor on it, the information will be kind of that breakdowns will be provided. Go ahead, try on your own, and you will see it goes in a batch process almost once a day. At this point of time, we might increase the frequency for updating this information, and you will start seeing, as a result, you don't have to go to LinkedIn or Facebook to see who the likes are or how many likes and so on and so forth, or the comments. The counts along with the breakdowns, the totals as well as the breakdowns for LinkedIn and the Facebook for each of your campaigns as your prospects work on it would be provided here within, or is provided here within Officer Campaigner through the summary screen and through this the last where I have my cursor position through this icon, which is total number of likes and comments for all social media. Now this concludes this tutorial. Thank you so much for attending.